Hello everyone, it is Saturday the 9th of January 2021. We've got a lot of cars, more than I expected actually, because this is just the third time at this location. And we've got Steak and Stone's food truck is here, because it's always here. You can come by here any day of the week and get stuff from their food truck or their restaurant. We've had one car leave because I guess they have other things to do, but that was a Corvette C8. Ed's getting ready to take off. He's got a event he's doing a fundraiser for. Ed's in the yellow Ford GT40 Mark II, similar to, actually it's like what was in Ford versus Ferrari. And I'm gonna get to doing some of these interviews. And bring your car out sometime. Second Saturday of the month. Ed.
Good morning.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for bringing the GT40.
Sure.
So tell me what's going on.
I'm headed to a car show for the Gilbert High School Drumline, I guess. And it's a fundraiser for that group. And I was there last year and they contacted me, wanted to know if I'd bring this back again this year, so I'm headed there from here.
Excellent. And you do a lot of fundraisers, don't you? Here and there.
Well, I enjoy helping other people, always have, and it's just one way I can give back a little bit, plus show off the car a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, this is a beautiful car. Now you and I were talking earlier about the Ken Miles story, which was Ford versus Ferrari, and this is a Mark II. But you said there's someone that movie forgot.
Yes, it was the other driver. The second driver was with Ken Miles. Dennis Hulme, Hulme is his name, and he was never mentioned in the movie. And that was a major flaw in my eyes, because he was doing just as well as Ken Miles was. They were gaining ground towards the end of the race and not losing ground.
On both shifts.
Yes, on
both shifts. Yeah.
So he was driving as fast as Ken was. Not to diminish what Ken did, because he was an amazing driver, amazing mechanic also.
Right. With a temper, but how many mechanics do you know that don't have a temper?
Give credit where credit is due.
Exactly. So they were doing two shifts back then, 12 and 12.
Right. Now there are three drivers.
No, they were doing 6 and 6 back then, were they not?
It didn't matter. It was just two drivers. There was not a time limit to my knowledge.
Okay.
But now there is a time limit. If you're running the 24 hours of Le Mans, you have to spend at least 6 hours and 15 minutes in the seat.
Okay.
So one guy can do less, or one guy can do fewer, but nobody does less than 6 hours 15 minutes.
Okay, well that's not unreasonable.
No.
I mean, I've done drives like
not at 200 mile an hour.
No, that'll keep you awake. Yeah. I'm sure. Now this is just a beautiful car. You say it's not much for air conditioning, but heat, it's perfect. Or excessive. It's a beautiful car. It's a beautiful car.
Thanks. It's been a lot of fun. I've owned a lot of cars, and this was a gift from my wife when I turned 75 years old. I've had the car 7 years. She's never sat in it.
She's never sat. Why doesn't she?
Never even sat in my car, because it has a heartbeat, she says.
Well, it's amazing. I'm gonna get a nice shot of it, and that is really something else. A beautiful, beautiful car. That's nice. Sounds good.
Not bad, right?
So introduce yourself and tell me about your car.
My name's Timmy. I actually just bought this about a week and a half ago.
Oh yeah?
Got it wrapped finished up 9 p.m. yesterday.
Oh wow!
So I had to bring it here.
Right on.
But the previous, I didn't do any of the mods. This is the wrap that I've done. But the previous owner had ported and polished supercharger, upper and lower pulley. He's got a flex fuel kit on there, heads and cams. Obviously, it's pushing around 800 wheel if it's on corn. So on pump it'll probably be like a little bit over 700 wheel.
Okay, 700 wheel and over 800 on the ethanol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corn. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not slow.
Ethanol was called gasohol back in the 70s, by the way.
They're called what?
Gasohol.
Gasohol. There you go. Start bringing it back.
Yeah. But corn is good. Yeah, corn works. Well, right on. Thank you for bringing this. Yeah.
Thanks for hosting us.
Absolutely. We got coffee and donuts.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Introduce yourself and tell me what you brought.
My name is Evan. This is a 1991 240SX. This car's got a RB20 DET swap in it, and it's been Sylvia front end converted, and just kind of a toy car for me.
Yeah. Just fun. Looks like it's designed for track.
It was someone's drift car for a while. I personally wanted to kind of build a street car out of it. I bought the car for a pretty good price with the swap already in it. So
Yeah.
I've been going through, replaced the fenders, did the fiberglass front and rear, the body kit and everything. It should be going off to paint in the next couple of weeks or a month or so.
Okay.
But
What color are you gonna go with?
still kind of up in the air. Either a dark metallic blue or maybe like a forest green.
Oh, those are nice. Yeah, I've been leaning a lot, like in the past couple of years, like, oh man, that dark blue, and I figure it's cobalt blue metallic.
There you go. Okay. Now something's gonna make the wheels pop.
Yeah.
And something's gonna be, nice when it's clean, but hopefully not too hard to
Yeah.
clean.
Yeah. Well, cool. Thank you for bringing it.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Yep. Please introduce yourself and tell me what you brought today.
Oh, my name is Gago. I brought you a GTR Alpha 16, basically 1600 horsepower, pushing 1400 pounds of torque, 68 psi.
That's amazing power. And this is on a. These started off as a straight six. Now they're a V6, are they not?
It's a V6 3.8 with E85 conversion,
Wow.
3085 precision turbos, 65 millimeter.
Wow. Wow.
Trans stage 4.
That's amazing. Now you've got this custom wrap on it.
Yes, the custom wrap is done by me in my shop. I own the shop.
Your shop does wraps?
Yes, we
Tell me about your business.
We are Zilla Exotics. We located in Mesa. We have a parking lot for about 100 cars. We do ceramic coating. We do wraps. Anything when it comes to aesthetic, we can do it. Scratches, we can get it out. Paint corrections, wheels.
Very good.
Anything. Interior, exterior.
You do wheel restoration?
Yes.
Very good. Zillow?
Zilla Exotic.
Thank you. This is really cool. Thank you so much for bringing. This is an amazing machine. Thank you. Introduce yourself and tell me what you brought today.
Hey, my name is Matt. I brought my 2015 GTR. It is bone stock.
Bone stock.
The other one here, yep.
It's beautiful.
Only thing on it is a Army Tricks 90mm stainless steel exhaust.
Okay.
It's Valvetronic, so sounds great. And then I can quiet it down to keep my neighbors happy.
That's good. So it's not as loud as the other GTR that we saw.
No, not
but
quite.
it's also not going to be. That one's making over 1,500 horsepower.
Yeah.
And yours is 575,
Yeah.
which is reasonable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Even the all-wheel drive, I don't have to worry about peeling out.
Right on, right on.
I grip.
It's really good. These are all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive?
All-wheel.
All-wheel. Very cool. Well, thank you so much for bringing this.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Hope to see you next month.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Those are cool headlights. Very cool.
How you doing?
Hi. Please introduce yourself and tell me what you brought today.
My name's Car Guy Court. You can check me out on YouTube and Instagram.
Car Guy Court. Okay.
And I got a 2020 Dodge Charger Hellcat wide body.
Okay.
So I've had it for about 4 months. I ordered it, built it myself actually. I worked for Dodge.
Okay.
So I built the car, interior, exterior, everything that I wanted, color-wise, interior, and yeah, just slowly building.
Very good.
Slowly doing everything I can.
Is it mostly cosmetic adjustments that you're making, or any power?
I've got some, intake, exhaust.
Right.
Stuff like
Because
that.
it's already a powerful car.
Yeah. I'm gonna, this year or the beginning of next year, I'll be getting 1,000 wheel horsepower out of it.
Oh wow.
So I'll probably take it to Tommy over at SRT Auto Works because does the best job.
Okay. Oh, cool.
But yeah.
Well, right on.
What's your name?
My name is Ben.
Ben.
Yeah,
Nice.
this is this socially distanced car show. We started this in August, and thank you for coming.
No problem. Yeah. Kyle actually is the reason I came out.
Yeah, he sent out the word and got a lot of people here.
He's
I appreciate
got a lot
that.
of connections.
Yeah.
So.
He and I connected on this. I'm glad I connected with him through Travis.
Yeah.
And we're able to bring people here. It's awesome.
Yeah, I wanted to just I see the same people usually everywhere I go because I have a bunch of friends in the car crew,
Yeah.
I wanted to come check out some different stuff, and there's definitely a lot of variety.
Yeah, I like variety on this.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming out, and thank you for bringing your car.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Have a great day.
Hello, please introduce yourself and tell me what you brought today.
My name is Tyler Waters, and I brought a 1992 Lexus SC400.
That's a little loud. And do that again?
My name is Tyler Waters, and I brought a 1992 Lexus SC400. It's on PBM coils, super control arms. It's got the big brake kit up front. That's about it. It's got molded and shaved rear fenders. It's got aftermarket front fenders.
Right. Are they fiberglass or metal? What?
Oh yeah, they're metal.
Okay, cool. So, what's the next phase on this?
Next phase is I'm going to put a W58 5-speed in it and just take it to the track and beat on it.
Okay, you're not gonna no cosmetics. Just leave it as it is and make it happen.
Yeah.
Right on. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, no problem.
Take care. Please introduce yourself and tell me what you brought today.
My name is Blake, Hell Crazy. This is my car. It's a plum crazy purple Charger with a custom white body.
That is quite a wide body kit. And it's custom.
Yes.
All metal work or is it fiberglass? What'd you do?
It's all metal. It was welded, grinded, bondoed, and everything like that.
Right. Blended, feathered. That's good.
Yeah.
Beautiful work. Did you do the metal work? Do you have that done locally or where?
Yeah, I had a body shop, FX Auto Body.
FX Auto Body?
Yeah. Yeah, the wheels are 305s in the front and 345s in the rear.
Wow, 345s?
Yeah.
Did you know, I think the Lamborghini Countach runs 345s.
Okay.
That's huge. It's like a foot wide.
Yeah, the wheel size is 20 by 13, negative 61 offset.
That's crazy. Any performance modifications? I see a supercharger on the top of your engine here.
Just pull there and take it to an exhaust mod.
Yeah, because this already has a lot of horsepower. It's a Hellcat. Yeah. So, well, cool. Well, thank you for coming. Thank you for bringing this. Appreciate it very much. Take care. I'm not going to put you on film because you asked for that. you can introduce yourself or not, but tell me what you brought today.
It's a 1969 AMX automatic, 70,000 miles, all original.
Okay.
We have a front spoiler that was dealer installed. Side pipes, dealer installed.
I see the side pipes, very nice.
The rear wing is another dealer option. And there was a catalog. And I believe 860 of these were produced.
Wow.
How many were installed is another.
So 860 spoilers were produced.
Right.
And so that's the most of any that can be put on cars unless somebody makes a replica.
Right.
What's the interior is in mint condition. It's in perfect condition.
It says Ford.
I see Ford. I see Ford. It's okay. You can like Fords and your AMX at the same time. I love the side pipes, man.
So all the lights work inside. The clock works. This has from what Eddie says, Eddie is the AMX guy.
Right.
Out of Texas, I believe. And there's only 4 units that have this.
Oh wow,
The
the four
AC
the,
and
the four cluster.
Right.
It's very cool. And what year is this?
69.
69. Well, cool. Thank you so much for bringing it.
Thanks for having us.
And
the donuts were great.
great. That's great. Second Saturday of the month, and until they ask us to not be here, it'll be here. Thank you. Introduce yourself and tell me what you brought today.
My name's Steve. I brought my Toyota MR2, 91.
91 Toyota MR2.
Oh, sorry, actually, no. I get confused because this is my 94.
This is your 94. Because, yeah, they'd gone to this body style by by the 90s.
Yeah, 91 was the first year.
Yeah.
I have a 91 left-hand drive one as well.
Oh wow, yeah, left-hand drive. So this is all right-hand drive.
Yeah.
So this is JDM. Very cool. You've done a lot of custom work to this.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Tell me what makes this different from your other one.
Well, my other one's bone stock for the most part.
Okay.
This one's got a lot more bolt-ons and stuff done to it. I mean, obviously it's got the, full aero kit.
I see this.
Diffuser.
I've never seen a scoop like this before.
Yeah, it's a Tom scoop. So like Toms, they make aftermarket stuff for Toyota.
Okay. And this looks like it's got forced induction on it.
Yeah, it's turboed, and then it's got intake. It's got a downpipe, blow-off valve. Yeah, SARD blow-off valve.
Right. Well, the MR2, especially this generation, is seriously one of my favorite cars.
Oh, sure.
Anywhere. And it was, I think its nearest competition from a handling standpoint was the Ferrari 348.
Yeah. That's why they call this the poor man's Ferrari.
Yeah.
They did back. Yeah, a lot of people refer to it as
Well,
the poor man's Ferrari.
Not financially, but from a maintenance, upkeep,
Sure.
and reliability standpoint,
Oh, yeah.
it's a smarter investment.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, thank you so much for bringing this.
Sure, dude.
And
Definitely.
yeah, thank you so much.
No doubt, man.
Take care.
Sure.
Introduce yourself and tell me what you brought today.
I'm Bobby Burleson. This is my 1982 Datsun 280ZX.
1982 Datsun 280ZX. How old were you in 1982? Were you a zygote?
Oh, not even. I was just
A distant
a distant idea.
Something on the horizon.
Yep.
Wow. So now tell me about this car.
So, I bought it about 5 months ago. It has pretty low miles. When I first bought it, it had 140,000 original miles.
Oh, that's not
now it has
bad.
like 142,000.
Right.
The engine is actually rebuilt because the guy that I bought it from, he rebuilt it back to factory spec, so it only has around 2,500 miles on it.
Oh, that's great.
It's the base model, so it's not turboed or anything.
So what? What's a 2.8
2.8.
liter?
Yep.
See, when I hear 2.8, I think 280 horsepower potential.
Potentially.
But that's not what it had originally.
No, so the manual's made 145. This is the automatic, so it only makes 110 to the wheels.
Okay.
But I mean, it still has a good get up and go.
Yeah, yeah. Peppy.
Peppy, yeah.
Peppy.
I think the transmission's what saved it. It has super aggressive gearing. So.
Okay. Is that a 3-speed automatic, 4-speed automatic? What is it?
3-speed automatic.
Okay. It's a pretty tall gearing.
Yes.
280ZX. Did you know? Fun fact. Transformers, the cartoon from that era, had one of these. It was a police car, a white and black police car, 280ZX.
Really? I didn't know.
Yep, I had one.
Oh.
I turned 12 in 1982.
So right now, I don't really have the money to do anything with it right now, but the plan is I'm gonna do a stroker build on the engine, bored out to 3.1 liters.
Okay.
And add a twin turbo setup.
Okay.
Or at least try to.
Is this iron block with aluminum heads?
No, it's all cast iron.
All cast iron, even the heads?
Yep.
So this actually will be able to take some boost.
Yeah, so I know that the turbo ones from factory, they made like 6.8 pounds of boost, but honestly, those are still worth like 10 grand, and I just didn't have that laying around.
Yeah. So. If you do a stroker kit on an iron block and you get the good head gaskets, like I think it's SCE makes copper head gaskets with stainless steel O-rings.
Yep.
They tested to 43 pounds of boost on a Chevy 350 without fail.
Holy crap.
So you don't need to do that, but if you did 12 pounds, if you did one bar, a little over 14 pounds of boost,
yeah.
This is going to be very fast. At 1 bar boost on a 3.1 liter, it's going to be close to 340 horsepower. 340, 350 horsepower. Is that what
I'm hoping for?
Is that what your goal is?
I'm shooting for 500.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Yeah. There's going to be a lot more.
Yeah, you're going to have to do a lot more. You're going to have to do like a glycol injection or ice, or something like that. But yeah. Thank you so much for bringing it. You don't see these very often, and honestly, it's possible that a high compression stroker without the turbo could get you close to the 300 mark, and you're not going to overstress your engine. So that's a consideration too.
Yeah.
So right on. Well, thank you so much, man.
Can, yeah, but they're doing so well in their sales that they're like, I don't know, 4 months out now.
Wow.
It's such a beautiful, they've done a great job.
We really have.
It's fantastic. Introduce yourself and tell me what you brought today.
My name's Gerald Savage, and I brought a 996 911 twin turbo that was redone by Evolution Motorsports.
Okay.
So they pulled out all the existing turbos and all of their intakes and put in aftermarket, so it's all over 700 horsepower.
Wow. All
It's actually an 04, and it's only got 50,000 miles on it.
Wow.
So I barely even touch it. My wife doesn't like it because she thinks it's too noisy.
too noisy.
Yeah, so she don't want to ride in it.
Let's hear it briefly. Let's hear it. I was like, too noisy. Come on.
It's pretty subtle when you get on it.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the nice thing about it too. Is I think it's
Oh, that sounds nice.
very quiet. If you get on it and it opens up, it'll get up and go.
It's a nice warm tone. It doesn't sound raspy or anything. It sounds really rich. I like it.
Yeah, if you come sit there and still give me smack. It's too bumpy. I'm like, well, that's the whole point. You got to feel it all.
You gotta feel everything. Well, thank you so much for bringing this.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. 767 horsepower.
It is.
Holy moly!
Yeah, it'll get up and go.
Yeah,
It's
that's
so light. That's the nice thing about it. And it's all-wheel drive, so everything you get goes on the ground. So,
you drive with confidence and not into a tree. That's good.
absolutely, and it handles so nicely.
That's great. Fantastic.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
How are you? How are you, sweetie?
Please introduce yourselves and tell me what you brought today.
Well, I'm Karen, and I brought Gizmo.
Gizmo.
Yep, my
Karen.
husband.
Okay, and our GTR,
Beautiful GTR.
which is actually the wife's car.
This is your car.
Yes, this was my Christmas present this year.
Excellent Christmas
Best
present.
one I've ever gotten.
It's GTR.
Yeah.
This is a pretty fantastic Christmas present. It looks really powerful, like a muscle car. Tell me about this car.
It is pretty much. It is their top-of-the-line performance car, 577 horsepower.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. And it came satin, or did you have that done?
Actually, the paint is it's a satin paint, but it's also got a clear satin wrap over the whole car.
Okay, so it's like satin on satin. That's
Yeah.
good.
Uh-huh.
I like that. Well, very cool. Thank you so much for bringing. I'm gonna do you take it on drives out in the hills, or just
Got it a month ago.
a month ago? Do you know any of the cool drives around here?
Yeah, we go down to Swirl Lake. We go down to Roosevelt Lake.
That's nice. If you have a weekend, or at least an overnight, I recommend Highway 191.
Okay.
It has the most twists and turns of any other highway in Arizona. You go up by way of Payson, take a right at Payson through Star Valley, go across to Springerville. The highway connecting Springerville to Morenci is Highway 191. At Alpine, there is an inn, like a bed and breakfast, and you stay an overnight. And the road, it's the most, the area between Springerville and through Alpine is the most Montana-looking part of Arizona. And,
Tortilla Flats was also the
Tortilla Flat is a great,
Yeah.
it's a great drive. It's better if you're a driver than if you're a passenger.
Oh, I know. That's what he tells me. Sit down.
Hang on, shut up, and let me do what I'm doing.
Yeah, well, you know, it's Tortilla Flat. Even at 35 miles an hour, it's fast.
Yeah.
You know.
I got my 94 Viper in 95, and
Yeah.
and I took her for a ride there. We had no traffic in front of us the whole way. She had a problem when we got down to the bottom.
Yeah, it can be scary. We did a cruise with the DeLorean Club several years ago, and we saw a truck on the side of the road, high centered, front wheels over the edge with a rope tied to the tail of it to keep it from going over the cliff.
Oh my God.
And so yeah, it's easy to become part of the scenery on the road to Tortilla Flat.
Yeah.
So
We love this car show. This is great.
well, thank you.
Our first time here.
Excellent. Second Saturday of the month, and we're glad to have Steak and Stone host this location. And thank you so much for bringing this. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Phil. How are you?
Surviving.
You're surviving. Now you brought a different Mini today.
Yep.
This is also a right-hand drive, or the correct side. Now what year is this one?
This is an 89. It's a Mini 30.
89 Mini 30. That is just a cool car. Such a cool car. Now, we didn't talk about this last time. You have quite a collection of Minis.
Over 20, yep.
Over 20 Minis, from the Mook to the Clubman,
Yep.
and then everything in between.
Yep.
And wow. And your show, Powered Hampton, every Saturday, except summer, July and August.
Yep.
And that goes on today.
Yep.
Right on. Well, thank you so much for bringing this. It's a cool car. Take care.
Thing going on at Steakhouse.
It's
and
cool.
I was like, well, we were just about to take the Nova over to Home Depot, so we'll go cruise by. And
Right on. Thank you so much for coming by. It's a beautiful car.
Thank you.
And is the suspension stuck at that, or you have a pneumatic system, or what
That's
do you?
right. It's air, so
It's
all
air
the way around.
air ride system. How is air ride compared to coilover type suspension?
I mean, it's softer.
It's softer?
Yeah, definitely. You definitely have the ability to adjust the height, which is the coolest part.
Highway cruising.
Yeah,
and
it's
things
great,
like that.
man. I mean, it
Excellent.
rides firmer than factory, but it definitely rides softer than coilovers.
Right on. Right on. Well, thank you so much.
No problem, man. Thank you.
Please introduce yourself and tell me what you brought today.
My name's Scott Jones, and I brought a 2014 Cadillac ELR.
ELR.
Often confused with the Cadillac CTS-V Coupe.
It does look similar, except it's taller than a CTS-V coupe.
It's also narrower than a CTS-V.
I did not look at the narrowness of it, but I noticed by the lack of sound that it was making that this is an electric vehicle. Tell me about your ownership and the experience that you've had with this thing.
So this, the 2014 Cadillac ELR is a very rare car. There are only 2,450 of them in existence in the United States.
Wow.
Cadillac made them in 2014, 2016. They did not make a model year in 2015. I've owned this car for about 2 years. It's what's known as a plug-in hybrid electric.
Okay.
So it's got both a hybrid gas-powered engine as well as an electric engine. It runs off the battery.
Right.
Primarily battery power. I can go 40 miles on an electric charge.
Very cool.
Then the range extender kicks in, and I can get another 300 miles out of it.
Sweet. So here to LA without stopping.
Here to LA with a tank of gas. You gotta stop a little bit. But it's got a 9-gallon tank of gas.
Oh, okay. So it's like the same size as like a Prius.
Correct.
Yeah.
So really, what happens if you think about the Chevy Volt?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
This runs the same drivetrain.
So the same drivetrain as Chevy Bolt. And did Cadillac just not sell enough of these to continue production? What's the story?
That is correct. So Cadillac came out with this after the Chevy Volt. It's a $75,000 car new, and people were like, why am I going to pay $75,000 for a Chevy Volt? So it never sold. The other thing that didn't make it sell is it's a 2-door coupe. So there's a little bit of impracticality involved.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a big hatch though, right?
It does not. Actually.
It does not? This doesn't open up the whole thing?
It does not actually.
Oh no, disappointment. Cadillac, if you watch this video ever, you gotta make that a real hatch, man.
Yeah, it's not a hatch, and not only is it not a hatch, it's a split back, so the seats fold down, but the middle part doesn't. So
the middle doesn't?
No. So you want to talk about
it's
impractical?
Yeah. This is like a 2 nights at a bed and breakfast, and that's it.
Pretty much. It's a great little car. Runs
Right.
awesome. I get about 80 miles to a gallon on it.
80. Wow.
So.
But thank you so much for bringing this. I've never seen anything at the show like this. Thank you.
There's only 10 of us here in Arizona and Phoenix that have this car.
Only 10 in Arizona.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. No worries.
Hello. Please introduce yourself and tell me what you brought today.
My name's Chris. I'm from Mesa, Arizona. I brought a 1990 Geo Metro.
A 1990 Geo Metro. This is fantastic. This is the 3-liter Suzuki engine in it?
It's a 1 liter 3-cylinder Suzuki G10.
A 3-cylinder. Yeah, 3.
It's
Wow.
gross, but it's a Geo, so I mean.
It's a Geo. And the thing is, this had better miles per gallon than any hybrid up until the most recent years.
I think it was when they stopped making them, which was, I think it was 02 when the last Metro was out.
Yeah.
So, but this one's actually an auto, so this one doesn't get the mileage that the manuals get.
Right.
But it still does all right.
It's probably going to get in the 40s or 50s on fuel economy, right?
It gets low 40s.
Low 40s?
When I'm on the highways.
That's the same as my wife's Prius C.
Yeah, except you'll be safe in a wreck. I won't.
Was it just wad up?
Yeah, I'll just...
This is funny. When these first came out, when I was in high school, I was like, oh, I could go like 62 miles per gallon in a manual. And I was like, oh, I want one of these. I was in high school. I was, broke. And I was like, I want something I could go forever on a tank of gas. This is awesome. Does not much get up and go on this, right?
No, it's once you're moving, it's not bad because it weighs 1,600 pounds.
Oh, that's so light.
So once you're moving, it's all right.
Right.
And it's a real flat torque curve like an inline six.
Right.
So.
Fantastic. You don't see these. Fantastic.
Yeah, especially a real early one like this.
Yeah.
This one's actually made in Japan and not Canada like the later ones.
Oh yeah.
So.
Well, thank you so much for bringing this. This is a rare treat. Thank you, man. Please introduce yourself and tell me what you brought today.
How's it going? My name is Jacob Bitterman. Today we brought out our 1996 Mazda Miata. It's been a little family project for the past couple of years with like 3 generations working on it. It's like me, my brother, my dad, and my grandpa have all been working on this thing. This year is our 5.0 V8 engine that we just managed to barely squeeze in here. We got it out of a Fox body about 2 or 3 years ago, I think.
Right.
This thing's only been running well since probably the beginning of last year. This is actually the only, this is the second car show
wow.
that it's ever been to.
Wow.
Yeah, the last one we went to was the Cars and Coffee just last week. And yeah.
This is great. A 5.0, so the original 5.0 ran around 225 horsepower, but have you made modifications to this?
This thing here is mostly stock except for our lightweight flywheel in the back, but we're just trying to get it tuned up pretty soon so we can put it on a dyno and really see what it makes.
Absolutely. This is the first gen Mazda Miata, and I think they made 98 horsepower or something, 105 horsepower or something like that.
Something a little bit too slow for my taste.
Yeah. So you've close to, I mean, more than doubled, possibly tripled the horsepower on this car. And the thing is, a lot of people don't think, how do you fit a 4-cylinder in? Well, a 4-cylinder really is 8-cylinder. A 4-cylinder on this side and a 4-cylinder on that side is a V8. So that's how you fit an inline or 8-cylinder engine in a 4-cylinder engine bay, because it's already designed to handle that depth. It's the width that can be a bit of a thing, and the back wall.
So all of like our shopping list and the instructions to get this stuff all came off of a kit from Monster Miata.
Okay.
Yeah, it just like they send you a little pamphlet and like a shopping list and some.
So you go to Monster Miata and make this happen on any of these.
Pretty much, yeah.
Very cool. I like your loom treatment. This is a very clean install. Very good. Can I hear it? Can you start it up?
Of course. If you want to see more pictures of it, you can go ahead and follow just Jacob Bitterman on Instagram.
Jacob Bitterman on Instagram.
Throw up some more pictures of it from this week pretty soon.
Very cool. Very cool. I'm gonna hear this. Such a cool car. I always loved these when they first came out. It's such a comfortable little car. And now you've got a monster engine in it. That sounds great. Fantastic. That sounds so good, man. This has about the same power to weight. Well, not the backdraft had a 427, but this car, the power to weight has got to be amazing on it.
The 5.0 really only adds like about just over 200 pounds, I think.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So
That's good.
it's a rocket ship.
Right on, man. Thank you so much for bringing it.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna get him rolling out. Please introduce yourself and tell me what you brought today.
My name is Bryce Sutherland. I have my 68 C10 with LBZ Duramax.
The Duramax.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fits like a glove, of course, you know.
Tremendous. The 68 C10. Now, I see intercooler piping and things like that, but I'm trying to find out where the forced induction is. Is there?
So yeah, the turbo is right here in the back.
Oh.
It's kind of hidden.
Oh yeah.
Everyone.
Okay, I see. I just like, where's the turbo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always in the back on all the Duramaxes.
Very cool. So, Duramax is diesel. Duramax is a diesel engine.
Yeah, it's a diesel.
So what kind? This is like monster torque on this. Tell me about this engine.
So this engine I got out of a junkyard for cheap. It has very high miles on it right now. It has 329,000 miles.
Right.
I don't know the power out of this one right now because high miles. But
Right.
Stock it makes like 360 and 650 foot-pounds of torque.
Right.
I wanted to run diesel for the power.
Right.
I didn't want to run expensive race gas.
Right.
I can run $3-4 gas and make 1,500 horsepower and not have to worry about breaking the bank.
That's crazy. What are your goals on this? I mean, you've dropped the car, it's lowered.
So I have a new frame for it. I'm also making it all-wheel drive, I should say.
Okay.
Just for grip, so I don't spin my tires. So there's a new frame I'm building for it. It's going to go to a static look, so it'll be lowered, but not too low.
So you're going to remove the air ride, or keep the air ride, but not make it flex.
I'm getting rid of all the air ride. I got coilovers for it already.
Okay.
So yeah, all the air ride's going bye-bye. It's just not reliable for racing because I do plan on racing this.
Yeah.
In autocross.
Yeah, truck racing is becoming a really big thing now.
Yeah.
So the air ride could be used on a different car, but I mean, obviously you started off with one idea to make this like a street cruiser, and now with this monster power, you have the potential to make this a serious competitive car.
Yeah, so that's the plan. You don't see that many Duramax swap C10s. You always see Cummins swap ones.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go a little different.
Right.
I also have a weight savings. That's good, like 200 to 300 pound weight savings.
I didn't know that.
Because one, keep it as light as possible.
Right.
This truck, actually, as it is right now, weighs under 5,000 pounds.
Oh wow.
At 4,900. Yeah, it's work in progress.
Well, it's a functional work in progress. You do seem to have a little bit of a firewall issue or absence, but it's cool, man. This is so awesome. You got the transmission right there, keeping you company. The earplugs for driving.
Long road trips, yes.
For long road trips.
It gets loud.
It's cool. I'm glad you're using ear protection. That's important. Fantastic. I think this is brilliant. I really think. Thank you so much for bringing this out. I love seeing works in progress. I love seeing people's plans for things. Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
Please introduce yourself and tell me what you brought today.
My name's Kyle Bowman. I brought out the 1984 Porsche 944. That's a 2.5 liter inline four.
Porsche 944. As I was saying, this was the dream car of many of my peers, including myself, in the 1984 era. This is a cool car. Tell me about this.
I mean, it's a great car. It's really slow. It does great in the corners, but you know, I'm really happy that I was able to put myself in the position to buy it with my videography company and my photography company, and I just built up enough to buy it.
Very cool.
Still in high school, and it runs great. It's reliable and low mileage. It has original paint, and it's all detailed, and it really does look dripping wet when you really get it clean.
That's really nice. Now you say you have a videography and photography company. Tell me about your company.
I do. So my company is Aerial Insight LLC, and basically we offer real estate as well as making showcases for cars. We specialize in aerial solutions, which is basically drones, and I use the drone to get a lot of shots that a lot of people can't get.
All right, right on. Very cool. I'll probably be contacting you about some drone photography pretty soon. This is beautiful. This is so well kept. 1984 Porsche 944. It's in great condition, really. And like I said, this was the dream car for a lot of people back in the 80s. It was technically, because the engine sits aft of the front wheels just slightly, it's a mid-engine front access car.
It is. It's a front mid-engine car, and it has a transaxle.
In the rear.
Yeah, it has a transaxle 3-speed automatic transmission. This one does.
And is it true they had a 50-50% weight distribution?
Yep. It's completely 50-50. And yeah, that transaxle definitely helps with that. And you can feel it in the corners. I mean, it really does hold on to the road.
Very nice.
Really well.
Have you thought about doing a turbo version of it, or just keep it as it is?
I don't have a turbo transaxle, so the transmission sometimes has a little trouble with it, actually.
Is this automatic or manual?
It is automatic, yeah.
Okay. Very cool.
I might put like a lightweight road cam in it, and a different, little more jumpy throttle body and make it feel a little faster.
Right. Now, this has how much horsepower?
This only has 163 horsepower.
163 horsepower.
Yeah.
But what's it weigh?
It weighs 1,900 pounds.
That's so light.
It's incredibly light.
That is so light. You know, at 100, if you added 30 horsepower to it, you would hit that magic 10-to-1 power to weight ratio. That takes a car from being kind of peppy to this is exciting.
It is, yeah, and it's you know.
Is this capable of 200 horsepower? Could the transmission handle 200?
Yes, yeah. Right, they kind of consider the sweet spot for this actually to be about 300 horsepower.
About 300?
To where it'll run reliably and not blow.
Wow. And you can't do that without a turbo.
You can do it naturally aspirated,
Really?
actually, if you get the right performance cams. I've seen people with headers, exhaust, intake, cam, and a couple different polished ports and things like that.
Right. How's that affect regular driving though? Is that mainly for track, high rev, or is that?
It does. Yeah, typically it's for track only. It's not.
So it might detract from the normal use.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
But if you were to turbo it, I think it would bring it. If you would turbo it at around 300 horsepower, I think it'd become a little bit more streetable.
Right on.
You're not making all that jumpy power, you know.
Excellent. But I appreciate you bringing this today. I really do. It's a beautiful car, really well kept. I also want to say thank you to you because it was you and Travis who helped market this so well to make the show turn out as well as it did. It was really you and your connections that made this such a success today.
I appreciate that. Yeah, no, it's a world of connections, honestly, and you have some amazing cars that came out, and I know some people who own some amazing cars, and I just like sharing and mixing with people and getting to know them.
It's really cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for bringing what you brought and all the people who came with you, and we'll connect. Take care, man.
Definitely.